What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. So, of course, we are finally back from the international break. Newcastle United, of course, straight back in action this coming Sunday, half four kickoff down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against, of course, none other than Tottenham themselves, who haven't been having the best of seasons in 2022. I've got to say, Antonio Conte's side have lost on home territory to Southampton and Wolves, but beaten, of course, Everton and West Ham. Looking at their team, of course, going into this game, they will be without Ryan Sessegnon and, of course, Tangaya, who are both going to be out due to injuries. And of course, Oliver Skip is a doubt as well for the game. We'll have to see what happens with him, with the game not being that far away now, with it being this coming Sunday in a half four kickoff, like I say, live on Sky Sports down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Where, Newcastle have had some luck over the past two visits. This will be the third visit to that stadium. In the first time we played there, of course, we won 1-0 thanks to Joe Linton. The second time we played there, we came away with a point in a 1-1 draw thanks to an equalising goal from none other than Callum Wilson. Looking at, of course, again, like I say, Spurs, 14 Premier League games at their stadium this season, and they have brought 9 wins, 1 draw and 4 losses on their home soil this season, so not amazing. There is a big chance that we could come away from this game with a very positive result in a win, or even at the minimum a draw out of this game. But looking at it, I really do have hope that we can come away from this one with 3 points in the bag, because that record does not stand very well and does not sit very well for Tottenham. They are 5th in the league at the minute. 29 games played, 51 points. They have a chance to move into 4th if they could get a positive result out of the game against ourselves on Sunday. But I just can't see it being the case, to be honest. And if we win in the game, we go to 34 points, and we could move up to 13th in the league, possibly 12th, or depending on results for Palace and Brighton. We'll have to see how their games go on, of course, but there is a chance for Newcastle to move up the league a little bit more as well. Looking at the referee for this game, we have again this season, 4th game in charge of us this season, and it's going to be Martin Atkinson, of course, the whistler from Wakefield, and it's going to be a 4th game in charge for him, but of course a first on the road, following a 4-2 loss to West Ham, a 4-0 defeat to Man City, and a 2-1 victory over Brighton at St James's Park. On VAR, of course, will be Paul Tinney, somebody that hasn't been very favourable towards Newcastle this season, somebody that has made quite a few errors this season as well, so seeing him on VAR doesn't really, excite me at all, to be honest, but hopefully he doesn't have to be involved in the game too much. Looking at ourselves for this game, of course, Callum Wilson and Kieran Trippier still remain out. They have been out in Dubai though, doing training, so it won't be long until they are back. They have said that, they could be back for the game against Norwich, possibly even before then, so we'll have to see on that, but they have been doing training out in Dubai, so it is a positive sign, that they won't be long until they are eventually back, but they won't be available for this game, unfortunately. There is doubts over Martin Dubravka as well, and Fabian Shaw, who, of course, have just returned from international duty, but of course Martin Dubravka ended up having to come off in the game for his nation, of course, with reports saying that he has angina. We'll have to see what happens with that moving forward. Hopefully it's not as bad as it sounds, and the same for Fabian Shaw as well. He's meant to have picked up a knock in his game as well, but we'll see, moving forward. Hopefully it's not as bad as it sounds. But this game is a massive game. It gives Newcastle a chance to go at 34 points. Of course, we're currently being on 31 points. so it does give we a chance to move up again in the league, which is absolutely amazing. You know, we want to finish as high as possible in the league. The higher you finish, the more money you get in. Obviously, that doesn't really matter to us because we've got an endless supply of money, but the higher you finish, of course, more money that comes in. It does allow for more in the FFP, which we do have quite a lot of FFP leg room, but it does allow for even more leg room. And of course, there will be a massive spend, like the owners have said, there will be a massive spend come the summer window for next season. So, you know, hopefully, like I say, we can come away from this game on Sunday down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We've already had some positive results down there. We're undefeated on that ground at this moment in time, so we'll hopefully continue that undefeated streak on Sunday with a win in the bag or a draw, you know, and we'll move on from there. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel, scan that QR code. Until next time, I'll see you all there, and however, lads.